didn't have the friend groups. I didn't have. So yeah, there was a lot of bullying. Walking through the corridors and being tripped up, having your stuff taken off you and thrown around the place, and just constant picking. I was in a very public community college, and the area was okay, but the people that went to it were quite troubled. It was known as a very troubled school.
So
they
knew you were blind, and they still did
Yeah,
that.
they knew I was blind because I constantly had someone with me at all times.
Okay, yeah.
I was part of the VI department, the visually impaired department, and these teachers were a part of the blind department. You know, the people that were there supporting blind people. We had the odd person with a disability or autism, but I think they had 3 or 4 or 5 students, and we were all VI or blind, and each of them had one. So yeah, it was quite black and white. What was but my way to tackle that was to. All my life I've introverted to deal with things, deal with trauma in my life. And that was one way I did it. I kind of went with the music, and that's what pushed me into the music, into drumming. And it changed my life. It changed the relationship I had with all these people that were bullying me. Because once they realized what talent was there, none of them wanted to bully me again. They all wanted to be like me. Yeah. It was a very strange change. I mean, so year 7, I was into music. I played piano from the age of 8, and guitar from a little bit older, maybe. Yeah. And so I started learning guitar in my first year of secondary school. I found that quite difficult because of my sight, like following everything and too many things, or like too many small things all at once, and following music. So I pushed myself into drums, and that would have been around the time that bullying was quite bad. It had a massive detrimental impact on my mental health, and don't like to say it, but at a very early age, drug abuse, because the only way to deal with the impact of what was happening, I wanted to find an escape, and at that point I hadn't found anything, but I went into drums. I started going into the music rooms, and rather than being out in the corridors and in the lunch halls and being bullied, they were like, okay, you can go in the music rooms. So I went in, I found the drum kit, I found the piano, I started playing them. But what would happen was all the kids would come and start watching through the little slits in the windows. Until it got to a point where most of the school was in the corridor trying to get a view through the window at me drumming. So it completely changed this dynamic of who I was in the school. I wasn't just this blind kid anymore. I was this reasonably good drummer, even though I was very new to it. Within the first year I joined the band, we managed to put some songs together, win multiple Battle of the Bands. Our first gig was a Battle of the Bands. Our first 3 gigs were Battle of the Bands. We won every one of them. We got on the radio very quickly with all the songs we were creating in the band. And yeah, the dynamic changed. I wasn't this blind kid that was being bullied anymore. I was something clearly that everyone wanted to be.
There's so many directions I can go with this.